And my producer just told me that you have a case where you have a client who was hit by a wall. Um, was that at an intersection, or can you help us understand?
Well, right now we're in the middle of it's an interesting case. It's a person that got injured when the wall of his apartment complex got blown over onto him, and the backstory is one of the employees there at the apartment complex, his son came to live with him, had some personal issues, decided he was going to take his own life. He went down to a maintenance room, turned on some gas, thinking he was just going to asphyxiate himself. A hot water heater, the pilot light turned on. He ended up actually having a big explosion. Unfortunately, he didn't get hurt. It blew him out of the room, but the wall ended up falling on our client. So, we're pursuing the apartment complex right now. We'll have to see how that case ends up. But yeah, we've fortunately been involved in some pretty interesting some cases throughout the years.
Sure. And on that note, let's talk about some of the more interesting cases that you've been a part of or aware of.
Mm-hmm.
Anything come to mind in terms of just really out there, something that just crazy case, interesting case, not just the big newsworthy cases?
Well, they're all interesting. The challenging ones are the trucking cases. You imagine a big 18-wheeler going down the road can cause some serious damage.
Sure.
Some brain injury cases. Those are always challenging. You're dealing with, a bunch of different experts, life care planners, neuropsychs, neurologists, economists, so those are all, we've been involved in and represent some great people.
Sure.
Who have been involved in some unfortunate situations. And, I remember there was unfortunately a case where this young lady, 19 years old, was going down the interstate to her mother's birthday party. Tractor trailer was going the other way. The trailer got loose, came across, hit her. She was brain damaged she was fine from her neck down, but had a serious brain injury. Her husband was a great guy, was a military member. He left the military to take care of her. We were able to do some things creatively to get her a house, a van, and now he's taking care of her. So just some tragic cases, but you see how the human spirit rises and when tragic things happen. So we've had some great clients.
Nice, and I'm sure that speaks well to you as an attorney, right? I mean, I think great clients.
It's easy when you have good clients.
There, yeah. Okay, well, that seems fair. All right, so then let me ask you this: I remember reading a story about a capital murder case that you had. Mm-hmm. With a little bit of mistaken identity, or
it was it was interesting because the client actually came to me for her psychic said that she was referred to me. So when the psychic refers your case, you got to take it, right? But
sure.
This was
you learned that in law school, right?
I did, yeah, that's right. And a young sailor was this girl had called him on the phone. It was a mistaken phone call. They ended up talking and having this torrid love affair for 3 or 4 months, and she sent him all these pictures and said she was something that she wasn't. He fell in love, and then she said she had been raped, which was not true.
So wait, they had a love affair for 3 months, but
never
they
met.
hadn't met?
They had never met.
Okay.
Never met. Always, this was through texting and the computer and the internet, and he ended up killing somebody because of things she said, and then we ended up finding out that it wasn't true, and he ended up putting the girl on the stand. And the military, for the first time since President Kennedy, I think, was seeking the death penalty.
Wow.
And he ended up serving life imprisonment, but we ended up saving his life. But it was a pretty fascinating case.
Yeah, that was a story I remember made national headlines. Not the actual case or but the circumstances surrounding what he was charged with.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that, and I thought it was interesting because it was early on in the catfish.
Right, exactly. That was exactly what it was, right?
Right, so it was mistaken identity. A person
Mm-hmm.
thought it was somebody else. Now, what was do you have any insight as to what this girl was? What was she getting out of it?
Apparently she, I put her on the stand and had her on the stand for a day, and apparently she had such a bad self-image that she would call up these sailors, just random numbers, and start these conversations with them, and then send them pictures of these beautiful girls. She said she was rich. Just spun this big story, and then when the sailors tried to get close to her, she would cut it off. And this was something she was doing on a continuous basis. I mean, the amount of the phone calls, I think, and text messages were in a 3-month period, sometimes, 40, 50, 60 a day.
Now, is there any logic to that her actions set into motion.
Well, I think they
series of
did. I think
events
that's what the
is-
jury found. That's why I don't think they gave him the death penalty, because they found that she was the motivating factor, even though, like she said, she didn't tell anybody, kill anybody. So and the sad thing is she wasn't even charged with anything.
Hmm. And that's the and who was the one that was the psychic told contact you?
So the mother of my client
So so then
came to me. Yeah, that's how I got to represent him.
that's interesting.
Hmm.
Okay.